Hola and buenos tardes. Welcome back to another episode of the FilmBros podcast. I told you we were gonna do something different today.
What the fuck? Well, I think you should consult me first before you're speaking in another language.
Oh, my bad. I'm your host JP. This is my co-host Josh.
Hello.
Wait, bro. This was Telemundo for a second. Like I said, we're here doing something different.
La biblioteca.
Down the street. We're here with another episode today. We're gonna do something a little different. That's why the intro is a little different today. We were kind of, looking forward. It's already the end of the year, right? End of 2022. We're in November, almost Thanksgiving, almost Christmas, almost the new year. Next year is stacked with movies. It has a solid lineup, but there's one month in particular that I was kind of looking at. Has a bunch of big titles, and that's March 2023. So we got a lot of big titles. We're going to come at you guys today with the dates, the movies, and basically at the end of this, we're going to go ahead and try to pick two that we're going to try to watch, and two, obviously we're going to watch all of them in theaters. But if we're going to kind of see which one has more hype, more value in the movies, and we'll pick two that we're gonna go to theoretically or hypothetically go to the movies for, and two that we're just gonna wait for streaming. All right, so we're just gonna go down the roster. We got 4 solid ones, and I got 2 honorable mentions. So March is stacked. But before we get into it, go ahead and if you guys want to leave us a comment, a review, anything on the on our channel, go ahead and hit us at
FilmBros Podcast on YouTube, on Twitter. We're also on TikTok. If you guys have that, you can find our episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. They're not all of them are there, but if you want to check out all of them, they're on YouTube. Again, that's at FilmBros Podcast.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, let's go ahead and just jump right in. Let's get it popping. All right, coming in number 1, first slot, the beginning of March. We got Creed 3, all right? March 3rd, 2023, coming at us from MGM. We got Michael B. Jordan, his director debut, okay? He's also in the movie. We got Jonathan Mayers in there, Tessa Thompson. This movie has been, in the making. We already knew Creed was supposed to be a trilogy. So what do you think about this one? Where's the hype level for this one? Is this one going to be a good placeholder in the beginning of March, or what's up?
I would think so. Only after watching the trailer, I would think the hype is good. I've always liked the Rocky movies and Creed movies, especially the second one. So I'm just excited to see where they take it. This one takes place 7 years after the second one. So he's already beaten the Russian. He's famous. He's kind of like how Rocky was when he was in his third movie. Mm-hmm. He's a little bit more famous now. But this time we meet Jonathan Myers, right? That's his name?
Yep.
His character. I guess he was an old friend of Michael B. Jordan's character, Creed. I guess he got locked away. And now he's trying to come for his fortune and fame. So I'd say I'm excited for this one just because I do like those movies. Mm-hmm. But I know March is stacked, and so just keep going.
Yeah, well, I'm excited as well. I haven't gotten through the second movie. I'm gonna try to get through it before it comes out in next March. So don't spoil it for me. But I got through the first one. The first one was solid. I like boxing movies, but sometimes, I got better things to watch. So it's on my list to watch, and I'm actually excited for this one. And I really love the first one, so I can't wait to get to the second one, and then hopefully just it connects to the third one really well. And we'll be giving out a full review on that one, of course. All these movies on this list, we're of course gonna give a review on. So yes, sir. Next up, we're changing genres. We're hitting the horror scene. Okay, we got Scream 6, March 10th, 2023, coming at us from Paramount. We got the same directors returning, Matt Bettinelli Olpin, and Tyler Gillett. Yeah, they're coming back. They directed Scream 5. We got all the cast is coming back from the previous movie, and then we got some new additions. Samara Weaving and Hayden Panettiere is coming back. So I'm actually excited. I loved Hayden in the fourth one, Scream 4. The fact that they're bringing him back, and Samara Weaving, she's been making some banger movies, from The Babysitter on Netflix to what's that new one she just came out, that Ready or Not movie. That one was solid. Like, she is a great presence on screen. I love watching her in all her movies. So if anyone's gonna get my ticket, I'd for sure go to this one for sure. The only bad thing about this movie is that I'm hearing rumors that Campbell isn't coming back. Neve. I don't know how to say her first name, but Sydney basically. Yeah.
So I heard about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I heard about that too, that she's not coming back. I guess she didn't like her piece of the pie, her cut of the pie or whatever.
Yeah.
But this one, I'd say I'm pretty okay, I'm not so excited for it. I am looking forward to it, but I did enjoy the last one. The last one had really good kills and things like that I did enjoy. But I don't know. I don't know if like I wouldn't call it fatigue, but like there, it's been a minute since we've seen the Scream, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
So the fourth one came out. I was excited to see it, but I don't know how they're gonna take it. Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know how they're gonna spin it on this one. You know what I mean? Because there's only so much where they're like, oh, we're doing a remake of a remake. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How they like to do that whole thing in those Scream movies.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm looking forward to it, but it's probably not my most excitable one.
I think if they, I wouldn't say just do the same thing they did in the last one, but stay on par, make a new movie instead of trying to rewrite old ones to fit whatever, just basically fit the sequel tropes and stuff like that. Hopefully they don't do that. I know when the second one came out, people felt that, and this one kind of got greenlit out of nowhere. So I'm excited for it because I love horror. I love Ghostface. I love the whole series. I have them all. So, and like I said, if anybody that I believe will make the movie good is Samara Weaving. She is a talented actor. When I heard that she got on the cast, I was like, hey, say less. I'm there for it. So I think as long as they don't go the Halloween Kills route, Halloween Ends, and they go more of the like new Hellraiser route, like I'm gonna be actually excited. So I am really excited.
Yeah,
hype's there. Moving on to the next movie, we got Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods coming in on March 17th. These are literally week to week to week. They're fighting for their lives. Okay.
Yeah.
Fury of the Gods, March 17th, 2023. Same director is coming back, David F. Sandberg. We got all the cast coming back from the first Shazam, plus some new additions, Helen Marina and Lucy Liu. So, I mean, obviously it's part of the DCU. No more E in there. DCU. Obviously, they're denying reshoots, but I honestly believe they probably did some reshoots. This one's more interconnected. This is going to show us the future of DC. So if you're a DC fan, I'm pretty sure this one is going to get you kind of in the seat just so you can know what happens, kind of like, how Marvel has it. You know what I mean? So this one I feel like is going to be a pretty solid entry. I think it might do really well. A lot of people love the first Shazam. What do you think?
Okay. Well, I've been looking forward to this one ever since it was decided it was going to come out Christmas before it got pushed back. Because then it'd have to compete with Avatar 2. Yeah. And I'm excited for Avatar 2. But that's off topic. I'm excited for this one for sure. I really like the first one. And after seeing Black Adam, I do want to see where this one goes, just so I can see if it does set up that future fight between them. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's no really like again, I'm excited for this one, but that's probably because I was expecting it sooner.
Yeah.
So I'd probably put it around like second slot of excitable. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I have faith in this movie. I loved the first Shazam movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did, so actually looking forward to this one. And like I said, DCU is still moving forward. We got some new leadership. We got some new ideas, new direction. So I just want to see where the DC is going, where DC is going. So
that's what I'm saying.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Next up, we got John Wick 4.
Damn.
Yeah, March 24, 2023. Telling you, it's literally week to week. Okay. Same director's coming back that directed the first three. Chad Stahelski. Same cast. We got new additions. Donnie Yen and Bill Skarsgård is gonna be there. So I'm hyped for this one. I love all the John Wick movies. I love the adrenaline fuel. They haven't missed not one time, in my opinion. Every single movie has been solid. I've literally had 0 to maybe 3 complaints out of all 3 movies that I've seen. This one's on my list. I just can't wait to go in there, turn my brain off, and just see Keanu Reeves go ham. What about you?
Yeah, this one probably goes to number 3. Right, probably fight for slot 3 with Scream. Like, I really like the John Wick movies. I like seeing Keanu go ham. You know, he ever since the first one, he's always been that action guy. You know, so he's doing good. The movies are holding up for me pretty well. I want to see what happens with this 4th one because, after where the 3rd one left off, if I can remember it correctly, there's supposed to be some crazy shit going down in the 4th one.
Yeah. And I believe this one's going to lead to that spin-off with Ana de Armas. So she's going to be in this movie, and it's supposed they're also going to be setting up for that little TV series that's going to be on. I think it's going to be on Paramount.
Probably.
Right? Where's this movie come from? Did I write it down? Crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. We'll see where it comes out. We'll keep you guys updated on that one. But it's supposed to be setting up some pretty ambitious things. I think they said they're going for another trilogy, so it'll be like a 6-part movie. Damn. So it'll be 4, 5, 6. They got spin-offs coming out of it. So this one might be one of that a really solid movie where it's gonna branch out and give people what they want.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be a jumbled up mess because every single movie just basically has been around Keanu Reeves and it's just been, steadily just pushing you through movies, through movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this one is kind of getting a little bit more ambitious and going that whole, MCU route, wanting, here, there, putting things out all over the place. And I think he does great movies like this, but I don't know where his skills are at. The director, of course, like when it comes to those things, to branching out and stuff. So I'm excited for it, but I'm skeptical because when sometimes it's too much to chew, they bite too much, and it's just gonna be bad. And I just don't want to see it crash and burn. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it happens.
As long as it's better than Matrix 4, I think we'll be okay.
That was just some monstrosity, bro. That was so... I can't even... You know what? Moving on. So those are pretty much the heavy hitters, in my opinion. I feel like those are the... and like I said, they're back to back to back, week after week. Yep. The honorable mentions that I wanted to put out there. We got one right here. It's an untitled Universal movie. Still nothing out. There's no... It could be just a placeholder, but with the Super Mario movie coming out, the Minions movie that's been coming out, I know that they're trying to put out another one. I know Sing 2 got fast tracked to get a third part. So I mean, I'm kind of speculating it could be a Minions, Pets 3 maybe, another Despicable Me movie, or They've been kind of on a roll with their movies, and I know that they came out with like a little slate. Universal did, so it's kind of weird that there's nothing there. But what do you think might fill up that slot?
It's animation.
Mm-hmm. It's an animated. It's a family movie.
I mean,
It's from Illumination.
yeah, I would imagine it's gonna end up being something like that, whether it be like Minions or Despicable Me or Sing 3. I guess I didn't
Yeah.
see the second one.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen that one either.
But I mean, wouldn't they have like announced it by now? It's almost, well, I say almost, but like time flies in movie time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they haven't announced it by now, it'll either be it's a secret project that's under wraps that they're planning to unveil close, or it's just a placeholder and it might move or shift. I think if it's like a Despicable Me movie or a Minions movie, it might hold up with the rest of them. Maybe not make as much, but I think that, as a family movie and coming from that studio, I feel like they have whatever the entry may be that's going to be put there. I feel like they might have a fighting chance.
No doubt. They do their thing with family movies. I know I probably won't see it. I didn't even get to see the the last Despicable Me movie, the one where people were like dressing up in suit and ties to go see it.
Yeah.
But I heard that one was good. I don't know. I guess it could hold up depending on if it is being made or not, or if it is just a placeholder. I mean, I wouldn't mind, because if it is a placeholder and it is a family movie, they probably don't want to have to compete. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of places to be. You have to be DC, and then you have to be Warner Brothers with Creed, and then Paramount with Scream.
Yeah, I honestly believe. I mean, it's a good slot. So I like I said, if it's a big name like Minions, maybe Sing, another Pets movie, I feel like it will have a steady chance. I don't think it'll outbeat any of those heavy hitters, but family movies do good. Yeah. And if it's a Illumination entry, I feel like it will. We'll keep a closer eye on that and keep people updated. But I mean, it could be just a placeholder, and it could just shift.
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, they might see how stacked it is and be like, you know what? I don't think it's a good spot to put a family movie here.
Yeah.
So, and then the last honorable mention, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves. That one's coming out the last day of March, the 31st. Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly is going to be directing, and we got Chris Pine, Jason Wong, Chloe Coleman. I feel like there's enough people out there that like Dungeons and Dragons, and I feel like people that want to get their, medieval fix as well might come to see that. And Chris Pine is a big name, and I feel like he might drive some ticket sales. So I mean, I feel like it could go either way for that movie. It could either be a big flop, or it could be maybe at the same range that Illumination movie probably would have made, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it with I don't know why, but when I pictured this movie, I pictured not like the board game, obviously, but like what if their whole gimmick is like, oh, it's a medieval movie, and then toward the end, it just cuts to like them around the table trying to play the game.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
If that prediction ends up,
it's gonna be like a Twilight thing, or Twilight. Yeah, Twilight.
Yeah, then be like, bro, you can't roll that number. What are you doing? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work unless it actually is a real medieval movie and they are playing like sorcerers and things like that, knights and whatnot, heading down into dungeons to deal with dragons, whatever. I don't know. This movie, when I heard of its existence, it always puzzled me, because I was like, how are you gonna turn this shit into a movie?
Yeah, because isn't it like a board game that you can play like for days? Like I've heard people like be able to continue the game for a while.
It's like campaign based, like I know a little bit. So it's campaign based. Someone makes the story, you get your friends or whatever, you play with them. It involves that multi-sided die where like every move is like based on that roll. So like, say you wanted to like attack, like it's your turn, you were like, oh, I want to attack, whatever. You have to roll the dice, and then if you roll a 1, it's like, oh, you did 1 damage. Or if you roll a 20, you did 20 damage and you killed the guy.
So what you're telling me is we're going to see dragons rolling dice in the movie?
Probably not. I don't think so. Not them, but like I'd imagine, like this is what I'm talking about. Like what if the end of the movie they're just playing the game?
I don't know. That it sounds like a Lego movie plot twist, and you know what I mean. So I mean,
It would be funny.
It would be funny, and it would.
But,
I don't know, but
I don't think that's the case with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this movie.
Right? I get you thinking about it. Yeah, I don't know. This movie puzzles me just because there's two ways that I could see it happening. So, I don't know. I don't think I want to check this one out. I think that one I'll wait for streaming for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens with that movie. Like I said, Chris Pine's a good eye catcher, and people like medieval movies sometimes, and some people aren't gonna much to like it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But with that, it's gonna lead us to the very end, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna update the way we're gonna do this. We're gonna do 2 that we're gonna watch in the theaters, 2 that we're gonna wait for streaming, and 2 that we'll probably get around to watching eventually. Like it just slips your mind, and then you're gonna see it on TV one day and be like, oh, I forgot this movie came out. You know what I mean? So let's hear your picks first. Let's hear the 2 that you're gonna go for first.
The 2 I'm gonna go for first.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to say Creed and Shazam. I know you don't really like boxing movies like that, but I've been looking forward to this one.
Yeah. So Creed and Shazam?
Yes.
Those are the 2?
Yeah.
For me, I would have to say the 2 that I would want to go watch is Shazam.
Okay.
That would be the first one. But the one that's coming out the week before is Scream 6. I would want to watch those both. Like I said, Samara Weaving, I got to go watch it with her. They did solid with Scream 5, so I'm a sucker for horror movies, so that's one that I'm going to watch for sure. Shazam, like I said, I want to see where the DCU is going to go. I'm very invested because I am a DC fan as well. I have been so sad the way it's been treated, and I kind of hope we get a breath of fresh air, because after Black Adam, I need to wash something. I need something to wash it out of my mouth. I need to. Why'd you pick yours?
Well, okay. Well, Shazam, right off the bat, like I said, I've been waiting for that one since Christmas, and then seeing it, having to compete against Avatar 2 would have been tough for Warner Brothers. That would have been a bad blow, because I have high hopes for Avatar 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have really good faith in that one.
And I know I wouldn't have been able to go see Shazam because I would have wanted to go see Avatar 2 first.
Yeah.
So, and then that one got pushed back. Black Adam got pushed forward. And so I'm still looking forward to it. Same with the other DC movies coming out in 2023. And like I said, for Creed, I like the second one. The second one was really hyped. I saw that one in theaters. The montages get better. The boxing looks great. Like I know you didn't see the second one, mm-hmm. but every hit felt real. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and Jonathan Myers, his character looks like a fucking beast,
a fucking monster.
So like imagine I can only imagine what the boxing scenes would look like with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, excited to see, and plus it's Creed's what's his name? Creed, the actor.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. It's his directing debut, so
yeah.
that would be exciting to see.
It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
So, what are your next couple picks for streaming?
For streaming, well, okay. Well, I don't want to. If we can come to a compromise and see Scream, then cool. Cause that one, and Creed can fight for the slot. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I was looking forward to Scream, but if it comes down to streaming, I can wait for streaming because I know it'll be on HBO Max. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And what else is there?
John Wick 4, and I think Scream 6. And then we got the Untitled
I think
cartoon movie and Dungeons and Dragons.
I think John Wick 4 I can wait for streaming. Just cuz I can kind of imagine what it's going to be like. I know the story will change, but I mean if the other 3 did feel kind of like you know what you're going to get. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're going to get dope fight scenes. You're going to get Keanu Reeves doing his thing. If they set up that TV show, then cool. But I think I can wait for John Wick 4 for streaming.
Yeah.
Same with Scream. But again, Scream and Creed can fight for the slot.
Yeah, it's a close one for those two,
Yeah.
but you would have to pick Creed over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then down the line, like I don't really watch like family movies like that. So if it's Funimation and Dungeons and Dragons, that can be down the line because again, I don't know how the fuck Dungeons and Dragons is gonna work. And the Funimation movies, I rarely watch anyway. So
Yeah, and me, I gotta say, Creed 3 and John Wick 4, those two can wait for streaming. Creed 3, I love the actors in there, but for me, horror takes it over Creed, and I would say those two for me as well. No, actually, Shazam and Creed 3 are more neck and neck. I feel like I put Scream over Shazam because I'm a sucker for horror movies. I'm a sucker. And Shazam has the edge because of the fact it's in the DCU and it's connected. If it was like its own thing, like how the Batman was and everything, I probably would have just been like, who cares about it? But because it's connected, I really want to watch it. So that one beat out Creed 3 for me. John Wick 4, I am excited, but like I said, it's pretty ambitious what they're trying to do. And they haven't really showed that ambition in the first three movies, like fighting wise and storytelling wise for Keanu and his character. Yes, they showed that, but they never showed that whole extension everywhere else just yet. So I'm excited for it, but I'm kind of nervous about it. So that's why I would say that I would have to wait for that one for streaming. And then, well, we shouldn't have called them honorable mentions then because they really don't have a chance. Poor couple of movies. Those two can just, those will wait until maybe Dungeons and Dragons I might check out on streaming for sure. And then the Illumination, obviously I'm going to watch it because I have kids and they love those movies and I love watching it with them and I love them too. So I really like that studio and what they do with like the minions and stuff. They're actually really funny. So
no doubt they're funny. It's just, I don't really watch them. You know what I mean? Like the last one I watched was like Despicable Me 2.
Yeah. I think they took a curve with Sing. I don't really like that one, but the other ones for sure. I like The Grinch That Stole Christmas too.
I watched the first Sing because of the dude that played the gorilla. He was the dude that played Elton John in his biopic.
Oh yeah, Edgerton,
something like that. Yeah. And like his character, he sings well, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he sang an Elton John song in that movie too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if it's another same movie, I don't mind watching it. The second one was kind of air to me, so I mean, if they do better, then cool. But that's just down the line.
Yeah,
like when your kids decide to watch it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll watch it too. But with that being said, what do you guys think out there? Which ones are you guys going to go watch immediately? I know not everybody got the wallet to be cashing out every weekend, but hey, go out there and support your movies, man. They're great. This lineup is solid, and you already know we're getting tickets, bro. I'm putting money to the side. We're getting tickets. We getting up out there. We're giving you the reviews first day, right?
Yes.
That's right.
We still have to get Black Panther tickets.
That's right. Oh yeah, we do. Don't say that. we got them already, guys. But yeah, let us know at FilmBros podcast on Twitter and also on YouTube, right?
Yes, we are on YouTube.
Yes, and we have all of our previous episodes in their entirety there. If you guys have anything else you want us to review, anything that you guys feel like we need to talk about on this podcast, go ahead and hit us there on Twitter and or on YouTube, wherever you guys like. And yeah.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah. See you guys. Late.